most guys think that dating in Eastern Europe is an absolute gold mine in paradise. And I'm here in Ukraine right now during the war, and I have to tell you that it is not the case. The truth is, it is absolutely brutal out here, but if you got your life together, you've got your fitness on point, your mission, and you're making a ton of money, you are gonna have a great time out here. So in this video, I'll break it all down for you. So my name is Brandon. I left Canada to build something bigger. I didn't want to just build a brand, I wanted to build a legacy. And out here in Eastern Europe, specifically Ukraine, I've seen the raw reality. And I'm talking about rejection, I'm talking about language barriers, I'm also talking about war. And I've been living here in Kiev for the last 2 weeks, and there has been about 2 missile attacks. So I've been living with the aftermath of a war-torn country and dating in an environment that's very cold, a little bit guarded, and they're not trustworthy to foreigners up first. So I have to say the dating game out here will humble you. This isn't about flying in and just having tens lined up out the door for you. It's not like a lot of other countries out there where you're going to get that instant validation. Out here, it's going to take a year or 2 years of just, integrating into society. You're going to have to learn the language. You're going to have to also learn how to build a social circle. So this is really about stepping into a culture where the woman expects you to be a man. Your weaknesses will get exposed very quickly out here as well. But if you're dialed in, you're going to have one of the best times in your entire life. So yes, the women out here are absolutely stunning, but it's not just about the looks. The personality of everybody out here has really been eye-opening for me, specifically because they value a man that's on a mission. They want you to help them build a long-term family. They respect masculinity out here, and they don't do that 50-50 bullshit that we are taught that is supposed to be the way to date back in the Western society, like Canada, United States, the UK, Australia, all those places. So feminine strength is something that I have found that they just do not apologize for out here. But don't think that just because you are a foreigner and you move to Eastern Europe, especially places like Poland or Ukraine, that they're just gonna roll over for you. Ultimately, just like anywhere else, they want a man that commands respect, that leads, and isn't afraid of the world in any way, shape, or form. So if you're not that guy, they're going to see right through you right away. And you're gonna have to forget just swiping on Tinder or Bumble. This is gonna be the real life out here in Eastern Europe. So out here, West entitlement doesn't matter, but it doesn't mean it's easy out here. So out here in Eastern Europe, social status absolutely matters. How you carry yourself matters, and how you speak matters. You have to be quote unquote high value, not just on look, also discipline and perks as well. So the guys that come here to Eastern Europe, Ukraine, Poland, all those other places, they think that they can just completely wing it. They're gonna get exposed very quickly out here. But if you end up, showing up extremely sharp, you're dressed, you're fit, and you're a man on a mission, then yes, this is going to be a gold mine. And in my opinion, the ceiling out here is like so much higher than it is out in Canada for sure. And by that I mean, if you are that guy, the 1%, you're gonna have a much higher ceiling to date top quality, high quality, beautiful women out here in Eastern Europe, versus if you were to be back in Canada or the United States or any other Western country. That is the beauty of being out here. But it's going to take at least a year to 2 years to build yourself up out here with the language and the social circle and a business, if you decide to use a business to get cash flow, because you're going to need a good amount of cash flow, I think, to fund not only your lifestyle, but the relationship you're going to have out here with the woman, because she's going to expect you to provide for her. And you're not just going to be providing for yourself. And one day you're also going to have to potentially provide for a future family, like some kids. So I'm preparing for that. I don't know about you, but in order to live a good lifestyle, I think in this world today, a minimum of $10,000 to $30,000 US is required. I would say it's different, obviously, if you're living in Eastern Europe. 10K US is far than enough. You can live in a nice apartment, you can have the best food, the best gym memberships, travel to other countries nearby. 10K in the US and Canada is like bare minimum these days. I think $30,000 is the minimum you need to live comfortably in the West. That's having the same lifestyle that a 10K per month income would bring you in Eastern Europe. So that's the beauty of living out here, is that it brings your cost of living, and just the ceiling is way up and the cost of living goes down when you live out here. And so living out here, I have to be honest, has taught me more than any other book, any other course, or let's say mentorship online has given me, because when you're like boots on the ground in a new country, you don't speak the language, and there's a war going on, it's going to forge you. That's something that a mentor or like an online course can't do. There's one thing that these courses don't tell you, is that you have to take action to actually see success in these courses and the mentorships. And that's why I have personally failed in the past with my online businesses, is because I've bought these courses and these mentorships, and I have this like mindset that I bought this course, I bought this mentorship, and now I am successful. I dropped 50K on a high-end mastermind or a high-end course, and I'm thinking that it's going to automatically build me $1 million a year business, but you still have to put in the work, which is where a lot of people fail. When you're in Eastern Europe, you cannot coast. You have to adapt out here. If you don't adapt out here, you're going to get completely left behind. And I've been rejected, I've been tested, and every single day I'm just getting stronger and stronger out here. So if you're willing to build your life and your dating life, feel free to subscribe to this channel. I'll be dropping some more real value, the raw truth about things, and strategies that actually work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys on the next one.